these partnerships only work when it's a win-win proposition, and we feel as though it's a win-win proposition for us. So we're very, very happy to announce the official signing and the addition of former UFC superstar, BKFC at Bare Knuckle FC Fighter now, at Bare Knuckle FC Fighter, Paige VanZant.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much. And obviously, I'm really excited to be here and officially be a part of the family. I've spoken about it, and this has been in talks ever since I was a free agent. So this is kind of where I felt the most passionate about, and then it completely lined up with what I wanted and what they wanted, and we were able to really create a happy partnership, and I do think we're both very excited. It's a win-win for both of us, and I can't wait to get my first matchup, and we're already in talks of when that might be. And yeah, super excited about the opportunity, and I hope to be a part of your guys' family, not only just in my fights, but also outside of it. And I think you'll see a lot of me around the BKFC family. So thank you.
What led you to Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship? Why? Why was that in your heart?
Yeah, so, ultimately I knew there would be a few big players in the game when I became a free agent. And I had a mutual friend, Sean Wheelock, who works with BKFC, and he gave me a call, and we had worked together. We'd commentated in the past, and he actually asked me if I would ever want to commentate alongside him, and I, of course, was excited about the opportunity. Unfortunately, it never happened, but then he called again when I was a free agent and said, hey, I want you to join BKFC for sure, like full time. So, I looked at the organization, saw what they stood for, and, with my MMA career, I was very accomplished. I was in the UFC for almost 6 years, and now I feel like it's the perfect opportunity to open that next chapter. And it's not necessarily a move backwards for me. It's a move laterally. It's a whole new obstacle. It's a new opportunity for me, and that's what really excites me. And it's true. No, I'm not the veteran that Thiago is, but in the UFC, I am a veteran. It did become repetitive, whereas this, I'm so excited, and like the nerves are already set in of what it's going to be like on my first fight, and I'm excited for that.
Well, we're excited for it too. And if you've been following social media, you've seen there's tons of different opinions on your signing. Everyone's got something different. Some people saying the same stuff. Everyone's got an opinion. It's polarizing. So what are your thoughts on the fans' response to your signing? Some saying that, oh my gosh, she's beautiful and she's going to get her face busted up. Do you take that personally? How do you feel with that?
I mean, if all of us chose jobs based on what we looked like, we probably wouldn't be doing what we love to do. So it's just not necessarily something that even is a thought for me. I got into MMA when I was about 15 years old, and not once did I think like, oh, I might not look good in a few years. But the great thing is I'm already married, so it doesn't matter how ugly I get, he's stuck with me. So, not a concern.
Okay, I love that. I'd like you to discuss your striking skills and how that's going to work to your advantage with Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Do you feel that will?
Definitely. I've always versed myself as a striker. That's where my passion's been. My entire career, wrestling has always been something I knew I needed to work on, but didn't necessarily want to. With this, I wake up every single day and I'm like, I can't wait to strike. I can't wait to work with my coaches. I can't wait to get better at striking. And additionally, the love for boxing, I also have a very good Muay Thai background. So being able to do the clinch work and stuff that is in BKFC, I feel like is going to be a huge advantage for me. I love my clinch game. That's something I've been working for the past 3 or 4 years, working strictly Muay Thai. So I do feel I'm going to be able to bring that in and have a lot of success with that.
Well, you're saying your clinch game, you're working on it, you've been working on it. That's very important, as you were just saying. So I'm going to put you on Front Street, Main Street here. When do you think you'll be ready for your first Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship fight?
Yeah, we actually, my husband and I just moved here, so we're going to be working out of American Top Team here in Coconut Creek. I'm hoping that, we get something lined up. I'm excited to see when that is. I'm already doing 6 days a week of straight boxing. I was able to communicate with Thiago, and he kind of pointed me in the right direction of coaching and getting me everything I needed and set up here since it's a new location. But I already feel like I'm a part of the family, and it really won't be long until I feel confident and comfortable taking a fight.
Very good answer. So I want to know, aside from fighting, is there anything else you have planned with Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship? I know you mentioned earlier about maybe commentating. That's how kind of this relationship started. What else do you envision aside from fighting at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, Paige?
Yeah, of course, commentating was already something that we had spoken about, and that's something I hope that they open up the opportunity for me to do. And I just feel like I have a lot of talents outside of just fighting. I love fighting. That is my main passion. But I also know I'm very good at multitasking, and I would love to really become a part of the family. And when I was talking through negotiations, we did have a lot of really good offers, one that were completely comparable to this one. But what we spoke about and what I really loved is that they wanted me to be a part of the family and be able to work with them and become a face of the organization. I want to be able to utilize the other skills I have, and that is TV and camera work. And I'm excited to do that too.
We're excited to have you here. And you said become a part of the family. You are a part of the
Yes.
family, Paige
I am
VanZant here at
now.
Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, and we love you being a part of the family.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here with us. Media, as we're here, we're going to start taking some questions. When you're ready, you can step up to the mic, give your media outlet. Anybody who would like to form a line, you can go. Whoever wants to go first, it's fine.
Obviously, I'm going to throw it out there. I'm guessing she's the biggest financial signing you guys have had so far. The reports are multi-million-dollar deals, somewhere in the upwards of $3 and $4 million with incentives if she goes out there and beats the crap out of people, and she does what she's supposed to do. So is that number true?
It's a good deal for her. It's a very, very good deal for her, and it can be extra lucrative if the deal works and she performs well and we perform well, and it's a great relationship. It can be a very, very lucrative deal for her. But I think she's smiling underneath that mask because it's a great deal for her and for us. It's not a one-sided deal. She has deliverables. She's going to deliver on them, and we're going to deliver to her financially. And I think we're both going to be very, very happy parties at the end of this relationship.
In the last, I'd say, 6 months, you fought in the UFC, you signed a deal with FRM, you moved down here to South Florida, you signed with BKFC. Somebody told me you're singing the Super Bowl national anthem this year. I mean,
Definitely not.
the whole whirlwind, though, your life, I mean, everything that's going on right now. How do you deal with all of everything around you? Because everything's just popping for you real quick. And, of course, the cool videos you make with your husband, the pictures you take on Instagram and Snapchat, all posed up.
Yep. No, honestly, this stuff is easy for me. When people say I could do anything I want, I think ultimately they always allude to something that has to do with my looks. That's absolutely not true. I can do anything I want because I went to college when I was 16. There's so many other things that I could be doing with my life, and I choose to do this. But at the same time, I do have, I'm well-versed in multitasking. There's a lot of things I can do and many hats I can wear. I'm excited that the thing that worked out for me is my passion. I could go to school and choose to do something that would be me working behind a desk and using other skills that I have, but this is my passion. And it just plays into the fact, too, that I do have these other skills that I can bring to the table. I feel like if you're doing what you love, you're not working at all, and people just like to see me doing what I love.
Yeah, and obviously Beck Rawlings is here. You fought her in the UFC. You knocked her out. But former champion Christine Ferreira has already said she wants to fight you. Helen Peralta has mentioned your name. Basically every girl in the promotion. So is there somebody that you have your eyes on right now that you want to have as your debut fight here with BKFC?
Definitely not. I feel like it's almost the same as when I was in the UFC. I still get that. Everyone's kind of calling me out, and I'm excited. That means I'm wanted, and that means that I'm going to be a relevant name even before I've had my first fight. So I'm really excited to see who I get matched up first. I know that's stuff that, my manager and they'll have communications with and figure out who that first person is. But whoever it is, I know I'm going to be ready because, I have changed so much because I'm so committed to this. Ultimately, when I knew I was signing the deal, I moved right away. I said, this is what I need to be doing on and focused on. We moved here to get me ready, and 6 days a week I'm boxing. I'm doing 2 practices a day. It's amazing to be able to spark my passion again, and I think you're going to be able to see that. And it is so true, as a fighter, we love to throw hands. I just want to go punch somebody, and that's what we get to do. You don't have to think about all the other things and the other variables. This is like basic math for me, and I'm excited to show off my skill.
And you said there was a bunch of offers on their table. I know Bellator, your husband fights there. Were any of them close to being as lucrative financially for you as what David Feldman and BKFC brought to the table?
Yeah, they were. And that's why, it was a few days where we were like, all right, what do we do? Obviously, I love my husband, and it would be awesome to fight for the same promotion as him. It would be, I guess, easier necessarily for our careers. But for me, this is what I wanted to do. And my passion was here the entire time. So it it was hard to convince a few people at first that this was the one I wanted. But, you know, after a good talk with my manager, my husband's like, all right, this is where I'm meant to be as well. So we're both very excited.
That's all. And you brought up management. This will be the last one I have for you. You signed with first-round management, Malky Kawa and Abe Kawa. And like Dave said, you know, the first offer they made to you probably got doubled because that's how Malky gets stuff done. Tiago's laughing under the mask because he knows.
Yeah.
How integral were they in getting you to this deal? And do you think this deal would have happened without first round?
You know, I think that obviously I do think no matter who I had managed, they were going to come up with an awesome offer. Of course, it's all about having the right team behind you. And I feel right now in my career, I have the perfect team behind me. I have the right management team. I have the right team in the training room. I feel like everything has finally lined up and I'm going to be set up for many, many years of success, especially because I'm only 26. This is the prime of my career. I haven't even started to reach my peak athletically. And, you know, finally with the right team and the right matchups, we're going to really be able to show that off.
Well, thank you, everybody, for being here today. And last question for you, David. Just in general, how happy are you now that, you know, the vision you wanted, BKFC, is, you know, come to fruition? It's got the drive behind it right now. It's rolling forward. Had the pandemic not come, you know, who knows where we would be right now with you guys. But just in general, just give us a, you know, 60-second state of the union of your thoughts on everything BKFC. Thanks.
I mean, we're in a phenomenal spot. We worked on this project for 10 years. We had 28 states slam the door on us. Nobody wanted to give us a chance. Finally, June 2nd, 2018, Brian Pedersen in Wyoming gave us a chance. You know, this is just, you can never listen to no. If you want something,
Let's go.
if you want something as, you know, really, really hard and you work your asses off, you get it. And here we are right now in August of 2020. Soon, champ. Let's go, champ. Shannon Briggs in the house. Shannon Briggs in the house. So with that being said, you know, right now in August of 2020, we're the fastest growing sport on the planet. We truly are. We're growing exponentially. We're doing great signings, and now a lot more people are taking us seriously, and we're doing what we have to do to grow this company. And I think that within another 2 years from now, we've been in business for 2 years, and 2 more years, I think we're a major, major, major player in combat sports.
Christopher mentioned a lot of people that fight already at bare knuckle. Any of those people, have you looked at their videos and said, I want to fight that girl?
No, I definitely haven't yet. Of course, when I was making my decision of what organization I wanted to sign with, of course, I went and watched as many bare knuckle fights as I could and kind of saw what Monster was getting into. So I've watched a lot of fights. I don't necessarily know anybody by name yet. Beck Rawlings is somebody who I have fought in the UFC in the past. So seeing her, I actually watched her whole career here, and I was like, wow, that's really neat. That's like something very exciting that she's doing. So I'm really excited I kind of get to do that because I watched her whole career here too, and she had a lot of success. So
Somebody that you've been associated with pretty much since the beginning, Anthony Rumble Johnson. We all thought one day we were going to see him go bare knuckle. They announced yesterday that he's going back into the testing pool for USADA. He'll be making his way back to the UFC. Give us your thoughts on him going back to the UFC, and you know, maybe when he's done there, comes back here and takes the gloves off for you.
You know, whatever works out for Rumble. Rumble's a great guy. We have a great relationship, not just a business relationship, a friendship. He was at my wedding. He's a really, really good guy. He's got a great heart, and I wish him the best. And I think the UFC is a great avenue for him. He's going to make a lot of money there. And then who knows? Maybe he wants to smarten up and take them gloves off one day. He will.
So, Anthony, while you're over there, whatever happened to you taking the gloves off and doing the bare knuckle thing, and why is now the right time to go back to the UFC?
Well, I got fat, for one. Honestly, I missed the sport. You know what I mean? I missed the sport. I missed competing. So I know at one point I was against guys coming back from retirement. You know, you usually see them get mopped up. You know, BJ Penn came back, got mopped. I've seen everybody that came out of retirement get mopped up. I just don't want to be one of those guys to get mopped up, but I still feel good. I have no injuries. While I was in the UFC, I didn't really get hit much unless I lost, and that wasn't often. But you never know. You know, I got a couple more fights on my contract with UFC. And then after that, I may fight for Dave.
And it is light heavyweight. You're going back.
Yeah, light heavyweight. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. These guys in bare knuckle are a different kind of beast. I mean, I think we're bad. MMA fighters are, badasses, but to get punched with some knuckles, it takes a different type of mentality to like that. And I don't like getting hit. So we'll see. We'll see. I respect the hell out of each and every individual up here because it takes a lot of heart and pride and just toughness to be up here. I'm trying to find the right words to fit these caliber athletes. I can describe an MMA fighter and what they're about. These bare knuckle fighters right here, dude, are just something different. They're crazy, but I like crazy. And the world is crazy right now. So why not join everything and have some fun and give some people, join the movement of craziness and just have some fun. You know what I mean? Let everybody. This MMA and sports is what brings society together. So we need this. You know what I'm saying? So you get people some entertainment, some teeth missing, some blood flying everywhere. It brings them happiness. You know what I'm saying? So why not give it to them with bare knuckle fighting?